and today I'm going to show you a helium leak check setup, including the Kelron 3-in-1 helium detector. The Kelron 3-in-1 helium detector comes in two pieces. The first thing we want to do is line up the cable and plug it before we start the warm-up sequence. It's important to plug this in and start the sequence away from any helium, as during this time the system is zeroing itself out with the ambient air. This shroud does not contact the sample in any way, so it is reusable for as long as the plastic holds up. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and we're going to create a work surface by scrunching this down. And this porthole will be going over your soil vapor probe with your tubing coming out through the hole. The helium shroud comes with reusable zip ties, so these can be zipped and unzipped as many times as you need it to. We're going to set our Suma canister down inside of the bag. Our purge line is going to come out of the bag and connect into the front of the Kelron. And then we're going to take our soil vapor probe tubing and we're going to put that onto the dual gauge manifold. All right, then we're going to take our helium supply tube and put that inside the shroud. And we're going to take our shroud cable from the Kelron and put that inside the shroud. And we're going to gather up the extra shroud. And we're going to close that around our tubing and cable. And we're going to push out as much air as we can, but leave a little bit of slack here around the canister valve so that you can turn that easily when it's time to start sampling. We're going to grab one of our zip ties and we're going to cinch this down. Once this is ready, you're going to turn on your helium. The bag will not inflate a whole lot, but if you keep your eye on this reading over here, this will start to go up after maybe 20 to 25 seconds. And once we hit about 10% on the reading, we're going to turn off the helium tank because that will drift up a little bit more, and then we can always add more helium as we need to. I'm going to shut the valve off, see where we land, and we're at about 20% now. So at this point, what you would do is you would commence your purging procedure. So whatever purge volume you've calculated, you're going to go ahead and toggle this display screen. And the second Kelron screen is going to show the flow rate and your battery percentage. So we can go ahead and turn on the purge pump. And we'll target about 200 mils per minute. And once you've started this pump, the second line is going to start to show the volume. And this is going to accumulate volume as you're purging, so that you don't have to use a stopwatch in addition to your purge pump and helium detectors. Now, you're going to want to toggle your display over to make sure that you don't have any helium detections during this process. And if you do end up with a helium detection on the purge line, then you can address any leaks you may have in the system by tightening fittings and then resume with a new purge procedure. Once your purging is complete, You're going to go ahead and turn off the pump of the Kelron, and then you're going to proceed with sampling with your canister by turning the valve using the extra space you left yourself in the bag. Once your canister sampling is complete, you can go ahead and release your zip tie. Set that aside for the next use. And go ahead and retrieve your canister. And then you're ready to move on to the next location.